Good morning, millennials.
Welcome back to The Toast and happy Tuesday. That feels just like that. You know, it's not
A day of choice? Great. Does it feel like a day of choice?
Yes, because I am choosing to skip the niceties today. I need to get down to business.
To brass tacks?
I need to, shockingly, issue a correction. This is kind of a big one. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, yeah.
In true Turdy fashion, I was like literally making stuff up yesterday. I just want to say this. When we were recapping the Sabrina Carpenter concert and I said it was amazing except for the shoes and the 12-year-olds, I was right about the shoes. The 12-year-olds, so apparently the 12-year-olds I saw on screen at Madison Square Garden were Sabrina Carpenter's friends who are girls dressed up as boys. Like, let me tell you, I was shocked. And I rewatched the clip to see, like, was I being stupid? No, they literally still look like little
Margot
boys.
said the same thing. I think that you were right to see what you saw and extrapolate what you extrapolated. And it's easy for, like, the people at home to be like, oh, because they probably saw it with the headline, Sabrina's friends dress up as boys. However, I am so glad to know that that is what happened because it was the one ick of the concert because I liked her little tap shoes. I'm not gonna lie, I saw them and I liked them.
No, I saw Cody Rigsby also put up an Instagram story being like, what's with the shoes?
Cody Rigsby hates kitten heels.
But the thing is, by definition, they're actually not kitten heels. I would say they're like 2 inches. They're literally dance shoes. He doesn't
He doesn't like a little heel, and that's something that's
an interesting fact about him.
By. Yeah, I actually, when you were having him on the Toast, I think I told you that because I know you guys could relate to that. Except these days, as mature women, kitten heels are kind of gargy-pargy.
I like exclusively only buy heels of the kitten variety, even though there was a time in my life where like I could have written a thesis on how ugly they were. All that to say, Sabrina was not, a minor attracted person that night. She was not a map. I'm sorry for speaking ill. I just want to say,
I blame is on me because I should have known better of my girl that she would not do that.
Yeah, you kind of just like believe the lies.
You have to trust your faves. That's what I was saying yesterday.
Well, Margot came over for dinner last night. I'm like, Margot, by the way, do you know that those weren't boys? Because we had talked about how we both thought it was weird after the concert. She was shocked. So I can't be the only person in that arena who thought like something weird was going on. Overjoyed to know that it's not and have to use my platform to issue a correction. Sabrina Carpenter marked safe from, the pedophilic ring of Hollywood. I knew our queen would never.
Our queen would never.
I am sorry.
Okay. And you'll do better?
I mean,
you'll give it a shot.
TBD.
Yeah, you'll give doing better a shot, baby girl turt.
Now, today isn't a big day because it's kind of a long-awaited day. We had decided a couple of weeks ago that I was, really excited about the fact that my anniversary of vape quitting was coming up, and I would be able to post a picture on Instagram commemorating the anniversary, 10 months sober, I must admit. Just because you're clean don't mean you don't miss it. And some queen on Instagram DM'd me yesterday being like, reminder to post. And I was like, oh my God, thank you so much. And then my reminder went off this morning, so I wasn't going to forget. Posted it, so obsessed, only to realize it's been 9 months. Because it's October, so it's like the 10th month.
10 minus 1.
Right, because I'm clean
sure?
starting
January,
yes.
February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September.
I haven't done October yet.
You have to go through October. Okay.
But the thing is, I'm not deleting the caption.
How about this? Why don't you edit it? Going into the 10-month sober.
The thing is, I don't give a fuck. How about that? Today's energy is very much just making mistakes and fixing them. Whatever. I'm coming clean with my truth. My next post is going to be coming clean by Hillary Duff. Whatever. I can't be perfect all the time. Seriously.
Okay. Well, thank you for owning up to your mistakes. Anything else?
No, I mean, I do have some things written down that I want to talk about, but in terms of owning up to my mistakes, that's just 2. Okay. And I'm just a girl.
Okay, well, at least we got it out of the way. Brass tacks, you were right.
I did want to tell you that yesterday I went to my agent's office, and I don't really
Not the agent.
Oh, yeah.
Humble brag. You can't just say that without us freaking out.
Oh, yeah, I have a team. Get over it.
She went to her agents.
And I literally never go there. And I know that a lot of stuff arrives there for me because I don't like things coming to my apartment. I don't accept gifting unless it's Chanel. But I guess some people find her address and send stuff. So I was going through the boxes and literally somebody sent a stack of books on how to eat while you're cycle tracking.
Interesting. There's multiple books on that?
Yeah, I kind of disregarded it. And last night I was obviously entering some new phase and I was I could really use that book. I should have taken a copy. I was do you want it? I was giving them out to the girls in the office.
Oh, I got to check it out.
I know.
Just
because apparently, and we have weirdly become, actually yesterday, one of my friends called me, she was like asking me about like cycle track and she had a question. Like, I don't know anything about it. I just know that it's something like we should do. But we have kind of become like the voices, us and Tanya Rad, the voices of cycle tracking. Like I Ted in posts about it all the time. Like I don't know shit.
Yeah, because we mentioned it, and I think that's like more than anyone else. We recorded the Redheads yesterday, and
did you talk about it?
We didn't talk about cycle tracking, no, but we were talking about like pregnancy and like in the book. Spoiler alert! It's like actually you find out on like the first day. It's like a teen pregnancy, so like she got like pregnant, and we were just like talking about.
I literally didn't know that. I'm reading the book.
She's like young, and she has a 14-year-old son.
But he's grown up in the book.
The son? When he goes to summer camp?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
It's not a spoiler. Anyway,
Okay.
so we were talking later in the book. I don't want to really spoil anything, but she's talking about why they like didn't use protection at the time, and she was like, "Well, I just had my period 2 days ago, like so we're fine." And it's like, seriously, like what teenager knows that? Like I did not know. I did not know that you could only get pregnant like max 3 days out of the month until I started trying to get pregnant.
Well, thanks to Tanya Rad.
Well, thanks to Tanya Rad, we know like so much more than we ever have.
Yeah, today's giving luteal.
Luteal, that's not good.
Actually, I don't even know.
That's
like,
not good.
That's the thing. I don't know. I just know that when you have your period, you're in the menstrual phase.
I'm looking at you. It's giving luteal.
Is luteal bad?
Yeah. Luteal is when you're like mad at the male in your life for not fulfilling his caveman duties and getting you pregnant.
Okay, what point of your period is that?
After ovulation, right before you're going to get your next period.
I'm due in like a week or two.
Luteal.
2 weeks. Okay, luteal. Living luteal. I think it's also luteal.
Not here. It's luteal on the Majestijan.
It's luteal on the Majestijan, and Sabrina Carpenter is like attracted to 12-year-old boys.
Yeah. But she hangs out with Taylor Swift and not Olivia Rodrigo.
Wait. Is it a story about Rascal Flatts, or should we talk about it now?
Let's talk about it now. It's not a story, though it could have been. However, when something is such like global news like that and like world affairs, it usually just goes at the top and not in the stories.
It kind of like supersedes the Fast Five. It's too big of a story. It's like Megxit.
Right. No, Megxit was a classic story. Rascal Flatts announced what they were going to announce, and it is the Life is a Highway tour, 25th anniversary. They are going on a little tour. I would say it's about 15 to 20 dates that they're doing.
Right, and the energy of the tour is seemingly like major city, we don't know her.
Yeah, like we're going where we're going, and you should probably call a car service or get a train ticket.
Like pack your bags because we're coming to a town not near you. The thing is, I feel like
coming to Jacksonville, Florida.
Orlando,
which was good, but then they're also going to somewhere on the west coast of Florida that's actually might be closer. Estero.
Well,
looks like we're going to Estero.
The nearest city for me and Margot, we were talking about it this morning, is, the very popular town of Uncasville, Connecticut. It's about 2 hours away. We are going. I want to say this. I know that when people launch tours, they're heavily researched with data and analytics. Like, these are the cities that Rascal Flatts is most popular in. Like, they're not doing this for fun. They're here to obviously make money and, do the tour. So I get it. And, I feel like when people plan tours, it's always like the major cities. And then people who live in Uncasville, like, get screwed. So I'm happy for the people of the Uncasvilles of America. But, like, for me, New York?
No, it's really crazy. And also, there's no West Coast dates, which makes me feel like maybe they'll add more shows seeing how this goes. Or maybe they just want to stay local. Like, they are in a position to write their own ticket. And just like we were talking about touring yesterday, like, maybe touring looks like staying close to home for these guys.
And let's talk about the betrayal from Lauren Lane and Lauren Elena, two people in our lives who we are. Lauren Elena texted me this morning the second the announcement, like, girl, you couldn't have told me before, like, so I could have prepared, bought my ticket to Uncasville. No,
like, Lauren Lane listens to the show, like,
every
heard
day.
Us anticipating.
And she knew she would be on the tour.
All she had to say was Uncasville. But I'm very, very excited, and I'm going to do everything in my power to get there. Like I know Sabrina's also going to Orlando. I'm not moving heaven and earth to see Sabrina at Orlando. Like, I love her, but it's just different with Rascal Flatts. Like,
of course,
I would either make a weekend out of. We'll go to Disney. I don't give a fuck. I'll go to Disney,
1,000%.
or go up for the night. Like, I'm gonna figure it out because Rascal Flatts mean everything to me.
They are not making
Sabrina,
it easy.
and I don't want to compare Rascal Flatts and Sabrina, because not that she doesn't.
Because they couldn't be more different.
But this is different. Also, this is one of the last tours they'll ever do. Sabrina, she has many wondrous years to come, Baruch Hashem, and I will see her, Baruch Hashem, one day.
The crazy thing about the Rascal Flatts farewell tour is it's kind of broken the curse of things we beg for that like are obviously like we always talk about like Society season 2. It's never coming. Rascal Flatts reunion tour.
This is the same thing as if Society season 2. Like
yep.
It's the exact same thing.
It's the list of things like almost inside jokes that we think wish would come back that are obviously not coming back. They broke the curse.
Yeah, it would be like Little Mix getting back together.
Harry Styles and One Direction getting back together.
Yeah, that one is actually probably even crazier than Society season 2.
I don't know. Like they're all so close. Like
no Zayn though.
I don't like. My hot take is that One Direction didn't change when Zayn left.
I agree, but when we're saying like we're holding out for a reunion, that still would count even if there's no Zayn.
I actually think Zayn would be more likely to get on board now that he's like grown so much than Harry Styles. And also like Zayn is now like 0 for 2 when it comes to like trying to release solo music. And I think he loves performing. So I actually think he would be down. And now he has like a family to provide for. He can't just like be saying no to big opportunities.
You want to know why? Because you and me got a whole lot of history. That should actually be like the theme song for this show. We don't have opening intro music for the show. A lot of other
you and me got a whole lot of history. Oh no.
We could be the greatest thing that the charts have ever seen.
We wish.
Dream on.
Literally delusional energy in the intro. I like that. That's a good way to start your day.
We could be, not that we are. So it's very aspirational.
No, we could. That's so factual. We could
be. Any day could be the greatest episode to top the charts.
That is so funny.
Speaking of topping the charts, Claudia and I recorded a hysterical episode for our Patreon yesterday where we went back into the archives and we reacted to and discussed old host titles. So we went back to like 2020.
And we tried to guess like what the hell we were talking about.
Yeah, and then we looked at the stories, but like we reacted to titles like, oh, that was a really shitty title. Why would anybody who was like not already going to listen to the episode listen to this episode? There were a couple good ones, some iconic ones.
We also then like stumbled into the titles we were making in like the dead of quarantine with like Zoom episodes. We did skip because it was like actually depressing. Like bringing me back to that time in my life.
In the queue was fun.
That was actually the name of one of our episodes. Like who the fuck would listen to that?
Someone else who was counting every day.
Like someone else seriously on the verge.
However, it was a really fun episode. We didn't even get to 6 months worth of titles because like there was just so much funny fodder. We literally had guest names in the titles of people who we did not know who they are anymore. We did not know them.
No, and I also was like reminded / literally learned for the first time that we interviewed Francesca Farrago. Like I literally had no idea.
Yeah, things we did that. So head over.
There was
to
also
Patreon.
Clearly like a month where we were obsessed with the Real Housewives of Dallas. We had Deandra Simmons, Cameron Westcott, and then some woman.
Jen Davis.
What was her name? Jen Davis, who like was almost a housewife, and then she ended up like getting divorced and like couldn't be on the show. Like whatever. We were obsessed. It was interesting to see our interests come and go, you know?
Yeah, it really was. It was so funny and everyone really loved it. So we're going to keep going because we have still more years worth of titles to do. Head over to patreon.com/thetoast. And I feel like I said this last month and it really resonated with people. But like, if you've never joined Patreon for anything, like you probably think like, oh, it's this convoluted platform that I don't know. But like, it's actually just a website and it's really easy to just make a login and then you will have access to over 300 bonus content episodes of The Toast. Like there is so much content there and every episode we've ever done is waiting for you if you join today.
I agree.
Let me just say that.
You're not going to hear any words from me over here.
No protestation.
Thou doth protest, you know?
Thou doth toe test.
Thou doth.
Toe test. Baby girl turt.
Jackie's been calling me baby girl turt and I want to say obsessed.
Yeah, I put it in my stories yesterday for the first time.
I was just cracking up.
Just like it felt like the natural next step. Like me and baby
Evolution.
girl Turt recorded on the 1s and 2s. And I think it's pretty pargy.
I feel like it's been a while since I've said this to you, and I need to say it every couple of months. Like, just once again, reminding you how thankful and grateful I am for the nickname you've given me. That is Turdy, and you can evolve it. And now, like, you can do whatever you want with it because I feel it's really cemented who I am. Like, the way people refer to me in person, online, like, Turdy is my name. I'm obsessed. And actually, the funniest thing happened to me at the Sabrina Carpenter concert, and I just saw this TikTok of the girl who made it. I was walking out with Remy, and we were, like, looking at our phones, like, trying to figure out where the hell we were, like, to get an Uber. And I thought I heard someone scream Turdy, and I, like, look around, and I didn't see anyone. So I'm like, oh, once again, hearing phantom Turdies. And then I heard, like, it again, and I was like, no, I'm just hearing things. And then the security guard like tapped me. He's like, are you turdy? I was like, yeah. And he like pointed to this girl on the escalator. She was so cute. And she was like, it's me. And it was just like a toaster. And then she made a TikTok about like how embarrassed she was that she was like screaming turdy in MSG. And I was reading the comments and people were like, no. If I saw turdy, everyone was calling me turdy.
Yeah.
That for me was like, oh, reminder, must thank Jackie.
Oh,
like not one
cool.
person in that thread called me Claudia. Not one.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's kind of a big deal.
Yeah. So now I can branch off and for a while you stymied my creative process because I was moving towards turtle and you were like pulling me back.
I was so afraid people would start calling me turtle. They get confused like with multiple nicknames, but I feel like turdy is so cemented in herstory that we're good to move on.
Everything else is just like confetti around it. So baby girl turt is my girl.
Did you say big girl turt? Because that's not okay with me.
I said baby girl.
I think you said big.
I certainly did not. I value my life.
Okay.
By the way. I want to stay here.
I believe you.
You believe
maybe
women.
I'm like hearing, big, just phantom bigs again.
Classic. It's, what is it? Freudian? No.
Sure.
What is it? Projection?
My middle name. Turdy Projection Safar Oshry.
Exactly.
Tuesday's such a great day. It's before Dear Toasters, so we can just kind of relax. We don't have anywhere to be, anyone to answer to.
Yeah.
We just got stories and like a positive attitude.
Always. We actually have really great stories today.
Always.
Oh my God, do you see the hearts on FaceTime?
Oh my
Do you see
God,
that?
yes. I'm obsessed with the FaceTime update where you can like send emojis with your hands.
Do you
Heart.
am I sending you emojis?
I'm getting nothing.
Sad.
Maybe stop moving. Like,
Okay.
stop being so desperate. Like, just move and angle it more up towards me. Like, yeah.
You got it?
No.
Maybe I don't have that feature yet.
I love that thing.
Yeah, thumbs up.
And then, of course, balloons with the peace sign.
Because you're turning 2.
Yeah. I love that.
Me too. Well, let's get into everything because there's a lot to get into if we can.
Yeah.
If we may, Mother, may I get into
if we must.
the Fast 5 stories that you need to know.
And the Fast 5 stories that you need to know are brought to you by State Farm. When you get a new car, a new home, the first thing you might find yourself saying is, oh my God, like literally what? But really the words you want to be saying, singing, or thinking are like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. So State Farm is there with the coverage that you need for your car, your home, even boats, motorcycles, RVs, and other things that matter to you. With a State Farm agent, you know someone is there to help you choose the coverage you need. With so many coverage options, it feels good knowing that you can find what fits for you. And when you need ways to get help, State Farm gives you options there too. So maybe you're like me with like a technology swirly who loves to do things on their phone. And with State Farm, you can get help on statefarm.com or on their award-winning app, which, high, fast-paced, fast-living city gal, bright lights, big city like me, finds it helpful. But perhaps you're more like Jax. You like to handle things in person or on the phone with your local agent. You live a slower life. You make your own dough, things of that nature. You can drive over to State Farm and meet with your agent in person. Whatever kind of swirly you are, State Farm has you covered. That's what we really love about State Farm. No matter what kind of toaster you are, State Farm lets you do things your way. So when you need help protecting the things that matter most, remember to sing it like Jax does.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And by the way, the copy says it's not me. So remember when you need help protecting the things that matter most, remember to sing it poorly like Jax or amazingly like Claude. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. They said it, not me.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I mean, she's obsessed with me. Today's episode is also brought to you by IQ bars. So protein bars, electrolyte mixes, mushroom coffees. Everything IQ Bar makes is so good, and I've really been stocking up. Bars are like my life these days because I'm so busy, like booked and busy, so popular and famous.
Meeting your
like
agent, seeing your team, opening your packages.
As a glamorous celebrity, I must have an IQ Bar on me at all times. So IQ Bar is really everything when it comes to like snacks, keeping you full, made really well. It's so good to have in your purse, at work. Their hydration, the IQ Mix, will hydrate you with 3 times as many of the electrolytes as sports drinks. It also can boost your mood, your mental clarity. And then they also have the mushroom coffee, which is the IQ Joe. It provides energy without caffeine jitters thanks to magnesium. It also boosts focus and mood with its magnesium and lion's mane blend. So they have a limited edition pumpkin spice flavors are back with fall in the mix now, and you can get them now before they're gone. They usually sell out. Their protein-packed bars are mood-lifting. Their mood-lifting hydration sticks and their brain-boosting coffee will help keep you full and focused all day long. Plus, everything's ultra clean, ultra functional, ultra low sugar, and ultra delicious. You can refuel smarter, hydrate harder, and energize larger with IQ Bar. Oh, I love like a slogan that rhymes. You can start each day right with IQ Bar's brain and body boosting bars, hydration mixes, and mushroom coffees. Their ultimate sampler pack includes all three, and right now IQ Bar is offering our podcast listeners an exclusive deal. That's 20% off all IQ Bar products, plus you'll get free shipping. Right now they are offering our podcast listeners a special offer, 20% off all IQ Bar products plus free shipping. To get your 20% off, text TOAST to 64,000. That's TOAST to 64,000, TOAST. Today's episode is also brought to you by Chomps. Back to school means back to busy schedules, and Chomps are the perfect on-the-go snack that you can always fit into the busiest of schedules. So whether that's in between classes, on the way to practice, or a much-needed protein pick-me-up for parents in the pickup line, Chomps have the protein that your body needs and the flavors that you crave. So if you're looking for a healthy snack that doesn't compromise on taste, say hello to Chomps. Chomps are meat snacks, and they have up to 12 grams of protein, 0 grams of sugar, and they are made with only real ingredients. So finally, it's a snack that fills you up, that's made of ingredients that you can feel good about. So Chomps come in 10 delicious flavors, so there's something for everyone. They're made with only the highest quality protein like grass-fed and finished beef and antibiotic-free turkey. The only tough choice is what flavor to try first. I feel like the name on everybody's lips these days is Chomps. Like everybody always has one of those like sticks in their bag. And you love to see like a good, healthy, filling snack out on the market. Good for kids, good for families, good for you. And right now, Chomps is offering 10% off your first order when you sign up for their email list by going to chomps.com/toast. That's CHOMPS.com/toast to see all the delicious flavors and get 10% off your first order when you sign up for their email list. CHOMPS.com/toast, chomps.com/TOAST. Don't forget to use our link so they know that we sent you.
Thank you, Turtle.
You're welcome, Squirtle.
Our first story, Ariana Grande is making some more news. I guess it's going to be like an Ari heavy month or two with the Wicked promo because she and Cynthia Erivo sat down for a lie detector test with Vanity Fair, and she is setting the record straight about some of the cosmetic procedures she's tried and which she's open to. So she took a lie detector test while Cynthia Erivo asks her some questions. And Cynthia asks, do you ever get any work done to feel more popular? So Grande expressed her excitement for being able to address plastic surgery speculation, telling Cynthia, thank goodness, before denying several procedures. So she was asked if she had a facelift. She said, no, not yet. I'm open.
I don't think she's had a facelift.
She was telling the truth. She was asked if she had a nose job. She said no. She was telling the truth. She was asked if she had that fox eye lift. She said no, and she had never heard of that until people accused her of having had it. And she said, I discovered it through people who thought I did. And I said, thank you for thinking.
What did she have?
She said, she Botox filler, but she hasn't done it in years because she was doing it too much. The classic, right?
Okay.
She was asked if she had a chin implant. She said no.
Well, she does.
I think she was asked if she had a boob job, and she said no.
She looks super, super different than the girlie we knew on Nickelodeon and then the early pop star days. And I do think a lot of that has to do with the fact that she used to like spray tan herself into oblivion, wear super heavy makeup, and she's lost a ton of weight. So all of those things, like I think her difference in looks like can be explained by a lot of non-plastic procedural things. And she is really young, so I don't know why she would have like a crazy list of surgeries. People thinking she has a facelift, like that's absurd. What is she, 30?
Yeah, she's, I think, my age.
But I think 31. A lot of people like, not even celebrities like get a nose job or like, do something to their chin. So it's not that big of a deal, but it sounds like she's saying she's had nothing done.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I agree that she's not someone to me that I feel like has had so much work done. I think she's like aesthetically changed a lot about her appearance. Even from her spray tan days, like now she's in her pale girl era.
She's in her translucent era, and it's crazy to see what her natural skin tone looks like compared to when she used to spray tan herself like to an offensive level.
Right. She's changed her hair color. She's changed her eyebrows. She's very, very petite, and she's always been really small, but I think right now she's smaller than ever. And like those things, she changed how different. She did her makeup. Like I think all of this can be explained away. She doesn't have Botox right now, she said, and her face is moving. Well, when you're an actress, like you actually can't be Botox to the gods because part of doing your job successfully is being expressive. Yeah. Yeah. So
well,
this is not someone I'm like dying to get in the hot seat.
No, in regards to plastic surgery, I have other
Like
questions
asked
for
about
her.
a BBL. Like, let me tell you something. I don't need a lie detector to know that Ariana Grande doesn't have a BBL.
It doesn't have a BBL. It's so true. I think that another thing that I had seen coming out, I don't know if it was of the interview or of this video, but she was asked about her relationship with her fans, and she was like super honest. She was like, I love my fans, but I don't always like them. Because I guess like, especially with the SpongeBob thing, like, she's had, you know, some inner turmoil within her community. And I think that like pop stars are sort of just trained to be like, I'm so grateful for my fans. I wouldn't be here without you. I love my fans. But sometimes your fans like can be crazy and toxic, and the stand-ups can become really toxic. So I thought that was like a very honest and brave thing to say.
Yeah.
Because like toxic fan culture is very real.
Yes, it is. And I think everybody who's meant to like love her so much, like jumping to the worst conclusions about her. It's like, well, do you love me? Like my friends wouldn't think the worst
Believe
of me.
this.
You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, Ari. She's an
It's going to be a month
interesting
of
cat.
Ari. She is.
She's not the least interesting. I don't mind a month of Ari because I do feel like she says stuff. This was kind of a nothing burger because like nobody was like so concerned with what she
this is like
says.
honestly, it's like a veiled attempt to like be authentic but it's like not a real question. Nobody thinks that she has had like a million procedures.
Right. And then of course, you know, she's in full support of everyone doing these things. If they want to do these things, like, okay, thank you. Yeah. Not a
It's
hot
always,
take.
but no, people are always like, I'm really in support of it, but I've had nothing done.
I would
like,
never. I like to be natural. It was too much. I didn't feel
Yeah,
like
no,
myself.
I got an allergic reaction to Botox.
I didn't feel like myself, but you guys go and do it.
I support everyone, just not me.
Yeah, it's just not for me.
So yes, I agree. I feel like we also don't know a lot about her. Like, I think she's kind of this chameleon, and I think she's changed a lot recently. Just due to like personal growth, divorce can change you. And so a month of Ari headlines, I'm down.
Yeah, and she's like funny and sassy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So cool. Bring it on.
And she's also lived a million lives. And right now we're like obsessing over this saga with SpongeBob because there's so much mystery there. But I feel like there's a lot of things like the Nickelodeon time. What the hell happened with Scooter Braun? Like there are a lot of like big, almost Roman Empire moments in Ariana
Mac
Grande's
Miller,
career.
Pete Davidson.
She invented Pete Davidson.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah.
So we'll keep you posted on the rest of the promo. But yeah, no, Ariana Grande hasn't had a facelift, in case you were wondering.
Wait, also, did you make anything about Erin Foster being on Watch Up's live story?
No.
Okay, because she was actually asked amazing questions, and two really stood out that I wanted to bring up to you. She was asked, one, like what she thought about her dad being on Beverly Hills, and she's like, I did not like it. I think we all like can surmise why, but she basically said like that show was like messy and it's fun to watch, but when your personal like family's involved, it doesn't hit as good. Like I just prefer to be she's like a lurker as opposed to like an active participant. She was also asked about her relationship with a lot of she's like famous like half-step siblings, the Jenners, the Hadids, and I always wonder because like the Fosters are really pro-Israel, the Hadids are really pro-Palestine. Like has that impacted their family? And she said, oh, you know, I was DMing with Gigi last night. She's watching Nobody Wants This. I'm like, okay, so interesting. Like I would have liked a little bit more. Then she was asked to finally confirm, I had never heard this rumor, to finally confirm or deny whether, like 5 years ago, she dated Harry Styles.
Okay.
Did you ever hear that rumor?
No, but where is there a picture or something?
I don't know, but she like smiled knowingly and she said she pled the fifth. And then I was reading the comments and people are like, well, she's pleading the fifth because he was like 19 and she was 32. So it's like not, you know.
It's not cute.
It's not like super kosher. But love that for her.
Harry Styles is having fun with rumored new girlfriend Erin Foster. I can see it.
I can see it too. And I don't know how that's like a rumor I didn't know because that's definitely something that would have come across my desk.
Yeah, that's pertinent information. Mm-hmm. That is funny.
It was a good episode.
Yeah.
And then Christian Siriano was the other guest.
He went pumpkin picking with her. Claudia, they were dating.
I'm obsessed.
Claudia, there's like a whole sideshow on Just Jared.
On my way.
Yeah, you know Just Jared. They don't skimp on the pics. They just make you suffer through a million ads. Okay, here we go. Here.
I'm just going to go to Google Images.
Yeah,
like,
no, Claudia, they're...
Oh!
You don't go pumpkin picking with
Oh my God,
a
this okay, by the way, I just want to say this photo of them is a time capsule of whenever it came out. Like the ripped jeans, the ankle boots, and like the denim shirt open with a t-shirt underneath on Erin. Like it is a time capsule of like 2010s fashion.
And she's so his type.
Yeah.
Oh, this pumpkin patch
obsessed.
had kosher hot dogs. Yum.
The Foster sisters like are seriously the center of Hollywood.
They are.
they're connected to everyone, either like familially or just friendship.
Yummy. Okay. Well, thanks for that.
Yummy.
Thanks for that detour. Speaking of May-December relationships, Kristin Cavallari is opening up about her breakup from Mark Estes. She addressed it all on her most recent podcast, Let's Be Honest. So this is what she said, quote, "Mark and I broke up. It's hard because I broke up with Mark because I just know long-term it's not right, and it's not because of love lost or something bad that happened." She explained that no one cheated or was mean and noted that those breakups are almost easier when the guy does something that makes you hate him. Mark, on the other hand, had always been nothing but so sweet and so supportive. Quote, "He's been the best boyfriend I've ever had. I just know long-term he needs to experience life. He's young. I started to feel the age a little bit with life experience. I look back when I was 24 and how much life has happened between then. Those are crucial years. Those are formative years. They're when you find yourself, and he needs to be able to do that." She said that she's always been aware of their age gap and hasn't been ignoring the fact that he was younger. However, she doubled down on their partnership being the best relationship of her life and calls it very healthy and very mature despite being in different periods of their life. She said he will make someone so happy one day and he will have a beautiful family of his own. I know that one day he will look back and understand it, and I actually think one day he will look back and thank me.
100%, by the way. Like, not me getting sad. It's giving the idea of you, like they had to let each other go.
Is that how it ends?
Well, in the book, no. She's like, fuck it. I love you. Like,
Yeah.
everyone can eat my ass. And in the movie, they break up and she's like, you need to go live and like come find me when you're ready. And then he goes on, like, they cut to like 5 years later, she's like at home like watching TV, still depressed over her teenage lover, and she's watching him on like the equivalent of the Tonight Show, and he basically like looks in the camera and he gives her a subliminal message like, I'm ready.
Got it. So he only needed 5 years of living?
Okay, maybe it was like, I don't remember what the screen said.
No, but then if it was any
black.
more than that, and she's like a grandma.
A grandma.
Taco taco. No, but because I do wonder like how this plays out. If she doesn't end it now, like when things are good and you know she's letting him like go and live his life, like say they had stayed together because they are both really happy, like what does 10 years from now look like? Like what is she trying to avoid? That he like wakes up one day and is like,
no, the thing is like when you date someone so much older than yourself, whatever the gender like roles are, you miss out on a lot of like natural life things because the person who you love most in this world has already done it, right?
Right. We're not doing it again.
Right. So it changes the trajectory of your life. And I think like she was actually really generous and self-aware of her. It's like, yeah, I've had my fun and like I actually really do love you, but it's not right for me to almost steal your youth and like things that you should experience with your people your own age. Like you deserve that. Like when you think about like Aaron Taylor Johnson, right? Everyone's like waiting for him and his 100-year-old wife to break up. They're not breaking up. He did not experience. He became like a stepfather. Like
I
you
guess
don't
it could have ended like
experience
that, and I feel like Aaron Taylor Johnson's happy.
I don't know, actually. I don't know.
Yeah, but I also think like you need to like make mistakes, learn lessons, have relationships, and like he can't do that if he's already like found the one at 24. I think people who are both 24 sometimes break up for that reason because it's like we both need to go live,
but that's a bad excuse because you both can go live together.
Oh, I agree with that, but I do think that's sometimes what people say. Like,
yeah. Well, it reminds me now, I'm thinking of like, because I don't remember a lot about their relationship, but Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher. Mm-hmm. They were together for a while, but they didn't have kids, did they?
No.
And then he was able to like eventually go on and have like a typical, Mila Kunis is his own age. They had like a very traditional marriage, kids. So yeah, I think the right thing to do when you're in a relationship, as long as like, by the way, the relationship isn't like frontal lobe, like as long as it's like fine, it's just like a big age gap. The right thing to do, like it has an expiration date.
Yeah.
You have to let the person go.
This is very mature of her, and I will miss them.
I know, and I feel like sad for her. I saw clips of her talking. She like looks really upset.
It's a really hard choice to make. And like, when do you call it? Like, why not one more month of fun?
Right.
Why not another year?
Okay, who's Kristin Cavallari dating next?
Let me go to the
It's
list.
never going to be who you think.
No, it's not. And I don't think she wants to be with an athlete again, so I could take them off the list. Like Bill Hader, even though isn't he married now or something?
Yeah, who is he with?
Someone.
Yeah. Not Anna Kendrick, but like someone of that ilk. Ali Wong.
Yeah, he's
Okay,
busy.
like not even similar.
Kristin Cavallari. I don't know if I have someone for her.
We'll put her on the list.
The list is lacking. She is on the list now.
Great. She's a good addition.
I need to start a new list. Like
No, our list of singles is like out of date.
It's terrible.
Freaks. It's a circus. Like, I don't know what the hell these people are.
If these people were at a mixer together, all 30 of them, not one match would come from it.
I wouldn't be surprised if someone on our list has passed away. That's how out of date it is.
I have Kim Kardashian on the list twice.
It's a piece of shit. It's not our finest work. It's not reflective of our other lists.
No, it's not. It's not. It's just
one of our worst lists.
It's just something that we do when two people break up and we run out of things to say.
Yeah. Oh my God. It's giving rip. Like when somebody dies, what is there to say?
Rip, add it to the list.
It's so true. At the end of like a story where someone broke up, like the way we get out of the story and move on and segue is like, who should we set them up with next?
I think instead of doing that, we just should say add them to the list. And that way we have a robust list of single people, but we're not actively trying to set people up. And that way we can also get out of the story.
Party!
Are you ready for our next story?
3? Yeah.
It's some cis-turd news because Tia Mowry is revealing the, quote, normal reason why she's not as close with her sister, Tamera.
Okay.
Okay, I also need to like keep in mind like who's the one who is having the show and
give us a brief reminder.
Okay.
Because I cannot keep them apart.
So I think Tia is the one having a show. And then Tamera is the one that was on The Real, who's still close with the brother, who's
a Republican.
accused of being a Republican.
That's Tamera.
Yeah, who's an accused Republican. Yeah.
Okay.
So Tia, on the outskirts, I believe, is saying that, quote, it's normal that she and her twin sister Tamera aren't as close as they once were. Quote, you start as siblings in a household and a family, and as we grow up and start our own families, it is very normal for all of us to take on new roles and responsibilities when it comes to our life, she told People. She acknowledged that Tamera has a family of her own, so it's, quote, normal and very natural for them to focus on their respective lives and families. Quote, there's so much love there. There's this beautiful bonding connection that we have that will never leave. My sister and I have always been women of inspiration, and we will continue to.
Literally us.
And why would that change now? I don't know.
Okay.
Like, you have a show
because there's
and
drama.
You didn't even tell her?
I want to say this. I actually have to imagine that being a twin comes with its like a real set of complications. And the older you get, the more independent you get. Then you become a mother. I can imagine and like actually really relate to that struggle and like wanting to be your own person, especially you get famous as a twin. If it weren't for like all the conspiracy theories, like I would believe this like statement on its surface. But then like Tamera saying, I didn't even know you had a show. Like there's something going on there. And Tia's trying to convince us that there's not.
This statement makes no sense. Like one's twin, one even sister, but let alone twin. Like you have to think about the biology of twins. Like I don't know if you see these videos, but like they're twins outside of the womb, how like when they're with their twin, they have like one single heartbeat. Like it's twins are connected in a way.
Beautiful.
Twins are connected in a way that we can't even understand. More so than Jackson Claude is what I'm saying, if you could believe that.
I actually can't.
And that one of them had, and so we're so close. And then one of them has a kid, and it's like, well, you know, she carries on with her life and her family.
Only one of them has children?
I think so. That's the vibe I'm getting. But let me triple check. I don't want to have to issue a correction tomorrow.
Yeah, Tamera has 2 kids. And Tia has
2 kids.
2 kids. Okay, yeah, they're both mothers.
Okay, so if anything, like if you both are having kids, that should even make you even closer. Not like, oh, we're now all siloed working on our own families.
Yeah, I have to say something like that's totally random and out of the blue, and it's highly controversial.
Okay.
The best thing to ever happen to me is Google's AI.
I agree.
It is the best use of AI I have seen.
I don't know
how I lived before it.
Yeah.
Because you know what? Remember, I feel like we were actually recently having this conversation when you would like Google a question. Like Yahoo Answers used to be this like forum, and it was like literally the only way to find like a real answer, and then they got rid of it, and my life was like negatively impacted. AI overview. What is it? What's her name?
Gemini?
Gemini. Thank you. Best thing to ever happen to me.
Yeah, I agree. I have been asking Google some questions, and sometimes I start to type in the question and they give me the AI overview in the little thing. So I'm like, yep, click. And then I go and like, it's gone. Like,
no, don't clown on Gemini. Gemini has no issues, no bugs. You have issues.
No, it's like if you don't click it in that moment and you keep typing out your question, like it might not come. I don't know. It's not Gemini's fault. I'm just saying like, sometimes I see
nobody's having that issue.
I see the promise of Gemini. I see them like about to understand what I'm saying, and then maybe I just like keep typing, and that's my problem. Sometimes it's like out of my grasp. But when she's there, she's fantastic.
if Gemini is listening, and I know she is, I just want to say, like, whenever we talk about like the dangers of AI and AI taking over
We're
the
not
world,
talking about you.
I am not talking about you. Like, you have helped me. And you know who could learn a thing or two from you? Like, Meta's AI. Like, that thing is so fucking annoying.
Every time I go to DM someone and all of a sudden I'm in a Meta search for girl with no job, like...
Oh, I'm in a chat with Meta, like, asking them questions that I didn't even ask. Meta AI sucks balls.
Yeah.
Gemini AI is the best thing, and I think everyone in the AI space could learn a thing or two. Like, thank you. That was the whole point of AI, right? To make our lives easier, like help us do dumb little tasks.
Yeah, no, and while also, you know, eventually eradicating civilization, sure, but make our final
Whatever.
days a little breezier.
Peaceful.
Yeah. And OpenAI sucks ass. Anytime that's like
What's that?
That's like like ChatGPT.
Oh, okay.
Whenever I need AI, like go to ChatGPT. I'm like, can you show me what my bathroom looks like with this wallpaper on? No,
they
can't
can't
do that. Try a different one. The photo
and
one.
then I've done like photo AI generating. Never works.
I make a login. Sometimes I even pay.
Yeah,
Never
doesn't
works.
work.
I just wanted to see the fucking wallpaper on my bathroom wall. And no, some websites, like, yeah, you could do it for your room with their wallpaper. But the website where I found my wallpaper, it's like, we just sell fucking wallpaper. Like, figure it out. We're not AI generated. So I'm in Canva making my own.
Oof.
I got to a dark place.
That sounds like dark.
And like, where's AI there for me?
Right. No, they could learn a thing or two from Gemini. And I love the name Gemini, cute.
Precious Gemini.
Meta AI is like the worst name.
I mean, they're not known for their naming.
No, and have you seen Mark Zuckerberg recently, like dressing like a frat boy? He's like actually embarrassing.
Yeah, he's going through something.
Yeah, like with his big tees and his chains. Like, seriously, grow up.
Like, he's a brand new man.
And it's not like good. Like, the thing is, he kind of is forgetting you're a professional nerd. Like, you're known for being the smartest. Like, lean in.
But like, nerds can glow up. Like, look at Jeff Bezos.
He's doing it right. And like, I don't know who is. It's clear Mark Zuckerberg. This is the difference. Jeff Bezos like blew up because the woman in his life, like, he doesn't even know he went through a glow up. Like, she did it all for him in a perfect way. Mark Zuckerberg obviously hired like celebrity stylists and trainers. It's so inauthentic.
Yeah. It's there's like, you can't understand like the catalyst for his change, which with Jeff, like, it's very clear.
Right, he's in this like new hot relationship. Like, it makes sense. What changed in Mark's life?
There's a lot about Mark Zuckerberg that's changed, just also like ideologically, and it's like, what changed for you, bro? Like, why are you being this way?
No, he's going. It doesn't feel authentic.
No, it's like a costume.
Yeah, he's just kind of like whatever the flavor of the month is. Like Mark, he's kind of like the Katy Perry of the tech space.
Yeah, it's true.
And if you understand that joke, like, you are so toast coated, you know?
Yeah. So anyways, Tia and Tamera, we don't know why they're feuding. They're saying that it's normal, but I don't think that it's normal. Like, I think twins are bound
really
for life.
sad.
It's really sad.
Yeah.
It is. And but the way that they say, like, it's normal, it's nothing, like, I still love her, like, makes me think that there's a path back to each other. Just saying.
But it seems like they're both saying different things. Like, Tamera was the one on the red carpet being like, I'm just now hearing about the show. She was the one who seemed like hurt and being like, yeah, but no, there's something going on. And then Tia, it's like, no, we're good. You know, you're growing up mothers. Like, they're telling different stories. Mm-hmm. As a sister, you hate to see it.
Maybe you'll have to wait for season 2 of her show. Maybe she'll get to a place in her show, like all reality shows do, where they go and like reach out to old relatives.
Yeah, like that's how you know your show's about to get canceled.
Classic. This would be like the first time that I care.
Totally.
Are you ready for our next story?
If it's our next story, brought to you by Amazon Live.
Yes, it is.
For those of you who maybe are living under a rock, very Patrick Star energy of you, Amazon Live is a shoppable video experience on Amazon where you can learn about the hottest products from influencers and creators like myself and shop while you're watching. So you'll find beauty must-haves, get ready with me demos, live try-ons, all of the latest trends for our Gargy Pargy swirlies. And if you like tea, there's plenty of it with reality stars like Kyle Richards, Lala Kent, Paige DeSorbo, and you can even ask questions in the live chat and have fun with whoever you're streaming. And like literally you can ask Kyle Richards a question and like she will answer. They also have new shows, like Paige DeSorbo has a new show called In Bed with Paige DeSorbo. She's inviting guests to join her in her bed. They're gossiping, sharing beauty routines. Ben and I have done a ton of Amazon Lives. Margot and I have done a ton of Amazon Lives. Ben and I did like kitchen stuff. We do like very homey Rachel Ray energy. Margot and I do tons of beauty, tons of like country music, tons of like festival shopping. It's so fun. It's literally like the best time, and like the craziest things happen on Amazon Live because it's truly live. So if you're ready to elevate your shopping experience, tune into Amazon Live. Lala Ken has a series called Mama Still Got It. They also feature a bunch of different like creators, influencers, reality stars. You can discover new products, get real-time reviews, and grab special deals all in one place. You can also chat live with your hosts, asking questions in real time. So stream and shop my channel on Amazon Live by going to amazon.com/live/girlwithnojob, or you can watch and enjoy the best of Amazon Live on their new live TV channel on Freevee or Prime Video under the DIY section, and shop along on your phone. Today's episode is also brought to you by Youthtopia by Origins. So Origins is a leader in plant-powered high-performance skincare, and I'm sure you're familiar with Origins. I'm sure you have like a ton of Origins products already in your skincare lineup, and they are introducing their latest innovation. It's called Youthtopia. It's a groundbreaking collection that taps into the universal symbol of health, the apple, to deliver transformative results that protect your skin's future. Even something as small as an apple. An apple is like kind of the genesis of life, and it's so nutrient dense, and I love that they're tapping into it for their new skincare line. So at the core of Youthtopia are two products. One is the peptide plumping apple cream, and the other is the refining apple peel. It's bursting with activated stem cells, powerful peptides. It's helping you hold on to that smooth, plump, and bouncy skin that you have for longer. So you can experience more radiant skin in just 1 week with the refining apple peel, and the peptide plumping apple cream provides instant plumping effects and all-day antioxidant protection. Origins is also just like a really trusted brand. Like, you know, their products are made well, good ingredients, and they've just been like a leader in the space for a really long time. And I love their new line, all centered around apples. I also love the name Youthtopia. It's so cute. You can prepare your skin for the future with Youthtopia by Origins. Discover the transformative power of apples in skincare today. Available at origins.com and Ulta. That's ORIGINS.com. The line is called Youthtopia by Origins, and you can shop it on their website, origins.com, or at Ulta. Today's episode is also brought to you by Nordic Naturals. Sit down. Late summer can be a stressful time of year. And with kids heading back to school and everyone in the whole family adjusting to new routines, getting enough of the right nutrients can help you stay healthy while all the busyness occurs. And omega-3s are healthy fats that benefit physical and mental well-being, and unfortunately up to 80% of Americans don't get enough omega-3s from their diets. A daily fish oil supplement is the most reliable source of omega-3s, and it can benefit brain and heart health, immune function, and so much more. In fact, omega-3s influence the function of nearly every cell in your body, making the truly foundational nutrients. Nordic Naturals is known for their long-standing commitment to omega-3 quality, and they are the number one selling fish oil brand in the United States. I think the best part of the fish oil from Nordic Naturals doesn't have that fishy. Ever take a fish oil that like tastes like fish or smells like fish, has like an aftertaste? It's disgusting. Not Nordic Naturals. It is a pure fish oil with no fishy aftertaste, and it is sold in soft gels, liquid, tasty gummy chews with 0 grams of sugar. And they also pair perfectly with other non-fish oil supplements like the Nordic Naturals Women multivitamin gummies. That's what I take. First of all, I love a gummy. A multivitamin is so easy. It's literally just one thing a day. These tasty gummies help fill common nutritional gaps in women's diet with a mix of 12 essential vitamins. The benefits are skin and hair health, bone health, energy, and immune system function. So Nordic Naturals has supplements for the whole family. Visit Nordic.com, use our promo code TOAST for 20% off your next order of omega-3s, vitamins, supplements. That's www.nordic.com. Our promo code is TOAST, T-O-A-S-T. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Thank you, Turtle.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Turtopia.
You're welcome, yeah.
TikTok star Charli D'Amelio will make her Broadway debut in And Juliet. So TikTok star Charli D'Amelio will make her Broadway debut in the jukebox musical And Juliet, a revisionist take on Shakespeare's classic tale of star-crossed lovers. Classic.
I've seen it.
D'Amelio will join the ensemble in the part of Charmaine.
Chairman.
Which one is it?
I don't know. I don't remember, but it's not.
I thought it was about to say chairman, and then I saw the A and the I were switched.
Spell it.
Charmian.
Charmian. Now,
which has been described by producers as a dance-heavy role. Maybe you remember Charmian because you saw it.
No, that's why I want to know. I need to Google, because I saw this and I was like, there's no way she's playing the girl. The cool thing about And Juliet, and the reason why I saw it, is that, yeah, it's like what would happen. It's like a modern take on Romeo and Juliet. Like what would happen if like Juliet lived and she went on to like slay the house down. But it's produced by Max Martin. So the music is set to like Roar by Katy Perry. All of Max Martin's like greatest hits. A lot of Britney Spears. Like it's very modern. But the lead, Juliet, sings a lot. And I know like Charli D'Amelio has made like a singing video once or twice, but that's just not a Broadway star made.
Right. They said it's a dance-heavy role.
Charmian and Juliet.
I feel like
don't remember.
Was And Juliet also a movie?
No.
Or was that Gnomeo and Juliet, where they were gnomes?
Yes, they were gnomes. Classic mix-up.
Classic. I prefer a bit of Gnomeo and Juliet.
I would love to know who is Charmaine. No, that's the mom. Who is Charmaine in the role? I just like need to know. It's bothering me.
No worries. Take your time. I'm doing a little fact finding of my own.
I just want to remember like
Jessie J has a song for Matt and Juliet called One More Try. I love that song.
Classic
Jessie J. You know, if Jessie J's involved, that things are on another level.
No, it's just annoying. Every time I'm like trying to search, but now everything's about Charli D'Amelio. Like I know that
Charmi D'Amelio is Charmaine.
I need to
also,
like
it's
ask
like Charmian. That's very Charli D'Amelio.
Charli D'Amelio.
Charli D'Amelio.
I'm trying to like. Oh my god, this is so annoying.
Do you think maybe we could discuss it like without knowing
who Charmian is? Yeah, no, keep yeah.
Yep. She will be in the performance from October 29th to January 19th.
How long?
3 months.
Okay. This will be, you know, a lot of influencers, people are always like mad when content creators get roles that, you know, other people wait their whole lives for. And Broadway's one of those things, like you really can't fake it. Like you either are going to crush it or they're going to eat you alive.
Right.
And it's kind of brave. There are a couple examples of like content people going on Broadway and like being really well received. I think Colleen Bollinger doing Waitress the Musical like was really well received. I'm sure Nene Leakes, Queen being in Cinderella.
Yeah.
I actually saw it with Nene Leakes. She was amazing. I
Erica
think that was
as Roxy Hart, Ariana. Yeah, it's true. Like you're either gonna do well or you're not gonna do well. There's no faking it on Broadway. So I think Charli will be fantastic in this role. I think Charli can do whatever she sets her mind to.
Her role is technically an ensemble role.
So she's just like in the choir?
But I think maybe it's like a big ensemble role.
And a lot of dancing.
Say it again? You're not like a main character.
I like that for her. Maybe she's starting a career in Broadway and she's not coming in as Juliet.
Yeah.
What can people say to her?
A dance-heavy role in the Jukebox Music's ensemble. So yeah, it's not a star leading role. I'm shocked she would do this. Like, maybe she really wants to be on Broadway, so she believes in like taking smaller roles to get to the top.
And she loves to dance. Don't forget that about Charli. At the end of the day, it's all about the love of dance.
I don't dance, I know you can, not a chance.
But she does dance.
When are they going to make High School Musical a musical on Broadway? Like dead ass. The work's already done for you.
High School Musical, the musical on Broadway?
Right.
I don't know. When they acquire some taste?
Right. I guess we'll be waiting quite a while.
Yeah. Anyways, good luck to Charli. I'm rooting for you.
Good luck, Chuck.
Good luck, Charli. I just like saying Charli.
Yeah, of course. Isn't it crazy that like this this Broadway star / content creator has the same name as your son?
It is crazy.
Do you think she's a good role model for Charli's of the universe?
I do think so. I think she's a good role model, period.
I agree.
I think she's trying her best.
Aren't we all?
Yeah. Are you ready for our fifth and final story? About not a good role model.
Bidding is such sweet sorrow.
Who are you, Shakespeare? You should be on Broadway and Juliet.
1000%. That's what I've been saying.
Not a good role model.
Are you having a stroke? Should I call the police?
No need for all that fuss.
Don't worry about me. Don't make a fuss over me.
Chris Brown
yes,
has a domestic violence documentary coming out on Network ID by the Quiet on Set network as a new accuser comes forward. So Chris Brown's legal troubles and history of abuse are now the subject of a new documentary film from Investigation Discovery, the network behind Quiet on Set, Nickelodeon child abuse expose. On October 27th, Chris Brown, A History of Violence, will launch ID's third annual No Excuse for Abuse campaign. The doc will explore the legal issues faced by Brown, the pop star behind songs like With You, Forever, and Under the Influence, which include domestic violence and assault charges and sexual assault allegations. His troubles date back to 2009 when he beat his then girlfriend Rihanna, causing severe facial injuries that required hospitalization.
To me, the Rihanna and Chris Brown saga of 2009 is one of the craziest things like we've ever experienced. I think this stuff goes down in Hollywood a lot, but we don't hear about it. And the way she dealt with it all so publicly, that must have been so hard. And then we saw her even get back together with him, which I think happens too. It's like a kind of a necessary step in leaving. It, to me, is one of the craziest things I've ever ever seen in my life. And Chris Brown is so unique in the sense where like we had this reckoning a couple of years ago where like we were not going to take it from the men in Hollywood anymore, whether they were abusers, pedophiles. It was time's up, excuse me. And Chris Brown just sort of like snuck under the radar. Like he sells out huge arenas. Now, I do think he definitely lost like a lot of mainstream opportunities because of what we know about him, but it hasn't really stopped him completely. And I think a documentary these days is the only way to like get your information out there.
Yeah, the thing about Chris Brown, it's like the information is out there, but it's the fans that are still supporting him, like people buying tickets to his shows.
Yep.
And you're right, he doesn't like perform in the, you know, Billboard Music Awards. Like he doesn't get those like big moments that non-troublesome stars do get. But it's like his fans don't care. So what can you do then? Like people have to make their own choices and like they just like support him. They don't care.
It's true. Like the industry did what they were supposed to do. Like we're not platforming this freak, this abuser, but you can't stop the millions of people that like and support him. And it's all women, crazy enough. Like his fans are women. They think and the reason I feel is like so many of these men who are like disgusting are also disgusting looking. Like Kevin Spacey, Harvey, Chris Brown is like young and good looking. Like it's a powerful drug.
I guess also though it's about being in the music industry versus acting, because if you're an actor, no one will give you a role. You don't have a job.
Right.
If you are a musician and people won't give you this or that, like if you have fans, you have a career. If you're acting,
he also has a record label. That's the thing. He still has a label.
Yeah. But even if he didn't have a label, and who knows why the label, maybe P. Diddy had a record label.
Right.
Even if he didn't have a record label, if he has fans, like he has a career.
A business, yeah.
He could have been an independent artist. So I do think that's why it might be like even Michael Jackson, like very hard to cancel because like people love his music. But like if you're an actor, like your work is a little like more forgettable.
You're easy to move on from. But you're right. I think like Michael Jackson was hard to cancel more so because his music was so ingrained in culture. Like you actually could not ignore the enormity of Michael Jackson. Whereas like, I don't think that's the case for Chris Brown. Like I actually think like girls, his fans are all women and they just like him and think he's hot. And he's a really good voice.
Yeah. So what?
And it's like he does like sexy dances on tour and he like brings people up and like makes out with them, you know?
Yeah. So like if you want to support Chris Brown, like you live with that. You live with that.
Yeah.
Like that's on you.
Yeah.
Right?
And to me, not to like bring everyone into this, but there was like they tried to bring Chris Brown back one time, Freaky Friday. That song had every person on it. Kendall Jenner was in the music video. Like it was like the music industry was like, all right, let's bring him back. And I don't think it was well received.
Yeah.
That to me is one of the strangest things. I think Justin Bieber's on that song. Like they literally brought in all the big guns. Chris Brown. What's that song called? Freaky Friday.
I woke up in Chris Brown's body.
They put his name in the song. Like they wanted him to come back.
That's so weird.
Lil Dicky, Chris Brown, and then the music video had Kendall.
So unfortunately, I don't think this documentary is going to change anything because I can't imagine it's like that much more information. However, it might make people like stop and think, whereas before, like, I don't know, might just position things in a different light where it's like, oh, okay, maybe I don't want to support this person.
There are people in my life, well, not people, people I know who are like big Chris Brown fans, and they're like ashamed of it too. Like they know it's wrong. It's not like they think he's innocent.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Right, but maybe like if they saw this documentary, maybe what we're about to see it with the magnitude, like, you know, even the R. Kelly documentary, like I feel like there was always rumors about R. Kelly, but like I Believe I Can Fly, you know, I really can. And then
to
you
see it all laid out.
Documentary, it's like, you know what? I'll shelf that song. I will.
Yeah. And I don't know if they're like, I have lived very peacefully without Chris Brown music. Like really my life has been unaffected.
Yeah, because it's also not your genre. So it's like you haven't had to make a hard choice like his fans would have to.
Like there was a one or two R. Kelly songs. Like I mean, Ignition, The World's Greatest. Like that is a loss, and like that's hard. Yeah,
I feel like it's easy to be like, well, I didn't support Chris Brown because like you wouldn't, even if he was like a good person, you wouldn't be obsessed with his music.
Yeah, I don't know. It's good music. Like I get
it's fine.
it.
It's
yeah,
fine. But like,
yeah.
It's not like it's not like Rascal Flatts. If you had to write them off,
that would be hard.
And
but,
maybe
they would never.
Maybe you would overlook something for the box.
Maybe. I guess we'll never know.
Right. Hopefully. See you in Uncasville.
See ya in Uncasville, CT.
All to say, see ya in Uncasville.
I had such a great time chit-chatting with you today.
I always have a great time chit-chatting with you. Every day.
Oh, I'm going to see after this potential new studio.
Claudia, you're getting to a place of like the Boy Who Cried new studio.
Bitch, I've literally seen 3 places.
Didn't you see one last week?
Yeah, it was like a fine space, but the elevator, Jackie, it was an elevator that we were a group of like 5 people going to see the space. We had to go 2 at a time. And when you got to the floor, it like made a little jump. It was horrible.
Okay. Well, I'm so excited for her new studio. And that will be a big part of like, you know, Toast her history. Every studio that we've ever had
It's its own era.
Is like a major moment. So I'm looking forward to it.
And we don't have to like reflect and add a glance on this one yet because I don't have a new one. But like we will when I move, we will do like a dedication.
One, like, so fondly. This is our longest running studio.
I love this studio.
I know, and I think that's why, like, you know, you're not eager beaver to leave.
Yeah, it's such a great space. But unfortunately, like what I've realized, this space is so great. I have like tons of natural light and tall ceilings. I need the opposite of that. Like really for a podcast studio to flourish, I keep, Ben's sister is a real estate agent for like commercial spaces and she's helping me. I'm like, I need no windows, small ceilings, put me in a bunker underground. Like really to have like good audio and video in the city, like you need to be in a bunker. This space I'm seeing today has 1 window.
Yeah.
Like I will be depressed, but the quality will be on point.
Yeah, I think you could find like a nice space that has a closet.
Yeah. Well, today, I'll let you know. I love the building. Like, I love everything about it, but who knows what the space actually looks like.
Okay, let me know. I look forward to hearing more, getting your video with all your commentary. So this is the room, every closet.
I do. I take a mean, very detailed video when I'm touring a new apartment, when I'm touring a new studio, because I need everyone to, I take a picture of the block. I like take a picture of the elevator.
I love it, by the way. I feel like just in general for other people, not for studio, because I do need to know this, but like we don't need to see every closet because only you need to be okay with the closets. It doesn't matter to me how many closets you have.
Jackie is like, has like a hard line in her life. Like if you're sending her like a new apartment, like I want to move, do not include like footage of you opening every closet. She finds it infuriating.
It just slows down the process, and like that stuff doesn't matter to me. I'm not living there. Like, do you think it's enough closet space? Like, that's a total personal thing.
But the person filming it, and I can speak for myself, like I'm filming it for my own records. Like I need to know how much closet space. You're just like, no offense, it's not like for you.
I feel like it's for me.
I just want your opinion.
Well, you'll always get that.
I know. Well, that's our show, you guys. Thank you so much for listening to the Toast Monday Morning Show, where we deliver the fast life stories you need to know every Monday through Friday on YouTube. So if you're watching us on YouTube, please don't forget to subscribe, this video, thumbs up. We're also available as Spotify, Spotify, Stitcher, Public, I guess, please, you better beautiful, stunning, and wickedly talented we are.
Love ya. Bye.